Oh, welcome back everyone. As you can see, it's another day. While I was offline, I went and collected all the ores that I could find, which I know wouldn't have interested you. Nothing much happened except swinging a pick in a dark cave. So at the moment, we've got a lot of stuff going on, and that's only part of it. So what have we accomplished? Well, we've got to make a new solar panel because now we're running so much electrical stuff. It's best to have the extra one. And I did the big iron run because we had absolutely nothing left and it does take up quite a bit. Okay, upstairs quickly. Nothing much changed here except moving that up and putting this cabinet up. Why did I put this up? Because of bottled jams and what have you. I'll be adding honey and other stuff to it. The reason I did that is bottled food doesn't decay. So whatever you put in there, you can keep it for the rest of the life of the game. Okay. Down below, what have we done? Well, this is being fleshed out, as you can see. We've got the roofs on. Everything's attached here. We've got our glass working bench. Of course, we needed this to be able to make the glass house. So after collecting a huge quantity of silica, we made our glass house. And this, of course, for some unknown reason, I've let it die. Oh, damn it. How about getting your light so people can see what you're doing, stupid? And of course, I wasn't watching what I was doing, so I've just destroyed half of my, well, all of my plants. Well, not all of them, because I do still have some left. And as you can see, we've made our glass house, which of course I stupidly went ahead and selected the wrong panels the first time round, like I've done 5 other times, and forgot to get the reinforced ones, so I had to drop it all down, go back and remake them all again, because I'm an idiot. Okay, this is about as much as we're going to have, alright? 2, 4, 6 and 6 down here will be 12. Okay, bloody animals. I'm getting inundated with that swarm of animals. We made our beehive and I upgraded it because it's rather piss weak without it. And the queen lives in there, makes new ones, and this is what comes out of it, all nice honey and stuff. Okay, so that can all go upstairs because I'll bottle that. Right, and now all we need is another 5 of these, which is the reason that I had to go for a run and get a lot of iron, because they take a huge amount of iron. Right, so let's get the honey up. Oh shit, that's right. Did those jars made? Oh yes, I did. Okay. Now there are pouches that you can make. And the reason for making the pouches is that you're not carrying extra weight. Right? There is a small weight reduction, but very, very little, so it frees up a lot of excess weight. Okay, what can we put in here? Get rid of those. And those in there for the moment. I can use them elsewhere, but get rid of that. Okay. So what do I want in there? Put that in there. In there. Can't make much out of that at the moment. But we can do honey cakes. Let's do some honey cakes, because honey cakes are always nice. You don't get a lot of benefit out of them, but it's better than a kick in the arse. Okay, stop messing about in the kitchen. Go and do your work. Let's get rid of all that rubbish. We don't need that, we don't need that. Those we'll use, of course. And our friendly bones will go where all friendly bones go. Same place, same time, same result. Okay, next we need these. These are the metal ones, right? And I want to keep them close enough to where I'm going to use them a lot. And there will be a lot of them. I do seem to somehow accumulate them en masse. Right. The other one. About as, it's close enough to straight. Funny that. I don't know why they're saying it's colliding. You can normally get them pretty well centered. Something's gone wrong here. Okay. So let's do it this way. You can either use text or that, which is the way I prefer to do it. Not compulsory, you can just write an iron there, but I like to do it this way. And next one. Could put copper there like that somewhere. There should be, there it is. Iron, copper. Okay. And unfortunately, I don't like that. That's, nah, that doesn't look right. Bugger. Okay. Lots of strange noises going on in the background. Alright, let's have a look. This is the one I normally make. They normally center up better than that, so I just don't understand why it normally it'd center there quite well. There, that was it. That's better. And that just makes it easier to find everything. Okay. Something I've never tried, but I'm going to, just for the sheer hell of it. Iron. I don't know if it'll just totally take over from it. It may just erase the other one. Yeah, it does. Oh damn. Oh well. Let's go back to text. I'll do it with that. We'll be plain, because we can be plain. Yep, well that was a good idea. Copper, iron, and we shall just add those around the place as we go. Perhaps a couple over here, a couple more here, and then we can start getting all this sorted out. Right, that's done. Now, solar panel. That's the next big one. So, I want to install the next solar panel, and we need composites. Of course we need composites, because why wouldn't we? But now that we have enough iron here, hopefully I can make some. And we'll be able to do that as well, because there was a big lacking in iron and stuff. Now, the wooden cabinets won't go to waste. They will actually be reused for all the soft goods. But I do like to keep metal, all the metals or the ores in metal containers, and soft goods in the wooden containers, because it just makes it easier for me to remember stuff that I can never remember. This thing has virtually been going 24 hours a day non-stop. So he's having a bit of a hard time of it. Which is why I've been using so much power. So hopefully with the extra solar power during the day, that'll give us plenty. I can operate everything, but during the night it absolutely tears the batteries to pieces trying to maintain power control when I've got machines working. As you can see here, supply is 3,000, demand is 11,000, and out of 12 million we're down to 3 million already. So the easiest way for me to do this is to go to bed early, and now we've got a supply of 21,000, a demand of 11,000, and of course the storage is starting to build up. Now I could put in a third battery. I'll think about it. They're not cheap, but we're getting by at the moment, so well, wait and see. Now, is that enough? This will be the other solar panel. One short? Yeah, what did I tell you? Exactly one short. Of course there was. Why wouldn't there be? There's always one. And this furnace will be virtually running non-stop for quite some time, because there's a few of these cabinets are absolutely chock-a-block with ore. And now that I have sufficient storage, we can and power, we can sort of start running stuff and get it all done. Now, when building this, I was going to are you humping the rock? That's you two dead. I should go and get him as soon as I can. Right, this one, unfortunately, we've got to do it the hard way. You put one over there. I think that's how I had it. The other one in the front of it. And that's one there, 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 there. And that should now have us running 24,000. Oh, 24,000 for them. And you can see now the storage really jumps up quickly. Okay, that's all done. So let's get rid of all that's completed. And the next thing is we need the 5 plots. So for the plots I'm going to need iron. And that will bring our plots up to level. So let's do those. Sulfur. So we need 60 sulfur, wherever I left it. And get that done. Of course. What's the bet would be out of copper? Anybody want to bet? This is why it's a pain when I don't do things properly. That will go upstairs. What did you do with the copper? I know I made some. Where is it? Oh, is that all I've got? That's alright. We do what we can do. Get as many made as we can. 5 to, oh yeah, we should be right. That will get us 5. We can lay those down, and that will make our 5 of them. That will give us our garden, and we can very proudly go and grow everything. So let's head off to the garden. Put down the last of our plots. Oh shit, hang on, we're going to need the water, aren't we? Okay. We can expand it more than that if we want to, obviously, but I like the idea of leaving a bit of room to walk down the middle. Okay. Now let's get our zone. Might have to change that one. I don't like it when it's all uneven. But because that's there, can we actually put it in there like that? Alright. water, water, water. Yep, they've all got water. Okay. And in here, that's where I keep my seeds and my super duper fertilizer. These actually grow extremely quickly. And of course, I am short on certain things. What do we do? Strawberries always nice. Berry farming. Some kuma potatoes. Let's see how we go with that. Now these of course have got to be opened. Berries. Because I want to make some berry jams and some tarts and things like that. Yeah, 3 of those should be enough. And kumara or potatoes? Let's do the kumara. Just for fun. And of course, as probably everyone knows, the reason for having the beehive in here is it does give it everything a booster for growing and what have you, and this stuff will shoot up in no time because it's automatically watered, it's got fertilizer and everything to go with it. Right, let's put these all back. And the greenhouse is underway. Okay, what else can we do to really screw things around today? Today's more of a house maintenance, as you can see. Everything's growing, we've enlarged stuff. So the next thing, of course, is to see, now that we've got iron coming in, we need to make a few more of those. Let's see. Can only make one more. We need some rope. And we need some epoxy. Rope. Epoxy. Where did I put that other bench? Oh, here. Ah, yeah, we'll do it that way. We don't really need that much, but, well, we'll take what we can get when we can get it. Okay. short of it. Oh, already. Oh, I guess we better get some more. I forgot how much they take. Let's try that again, shall we? Oh, we'll probably be short of something else now. Okay, 3 more is good. That'll do. Go and put those in because that will sort some of it out. Not the tidiest, am I? Well, if it fits, that'll do. And one over here because we can. Alrighty, that gives us a start. Now, let's have fun. What's in here? Well, you can stay in there. What's in here? Oh, junior shinies. So, we don't use it a lot, we'll put it down here. Storm brewing, and of course this leaves us soft ones. Now these, I haven't decided yet how I'm going to do it because even I don't know half the time. Let's stay there for the moment. That will all go into the burner as soon as the space. That we don't use a lot of those, so I shall put those in here. So that will be them. What do you call it? Platinum. And titanium. We don't usually make a lot of that, but there will be a lot more coming in, and when it does, we shall just adjust it. Okay, I'm going to put the steel in here as well. So we will change that to iron. And steel. Because they're basically the same. And there, well, I don't know yet. We'll wait and see how much we get of everything. Okay. And now the fun starts. You know what it is, guys. It's the tedious part. Okay. That one... Now this... Hopefully I've got enough space up here. If not, I suppose I'll just have to make some. Yeah, we make it in there. And this can take all that cooking stuff. Like all of that fat down there. Not you. We shall slowly, hopefully, get all of this cleared out. Now, all of that fat just came from that viscid stuff that was left behind. So you can see the next time I go into the swamp biome and start picking that stuff up, you can see it'll take quite a bit. Okay, let's get out of the way. So pick him up. What's in there? Those. Oh, we still got some there. Titanium takes forever to cook. So let's see about getting that underway. That'll be a couple of days worth of cooking in there. Oh, hello. What are you doing down there? Gold. Another one for you. Okay, we're slowly getting it cleared out, and what we'll do is we're going to just make a single row, maybe. Oh god, there's more of it. But I don't have space for it, so we're going to have to make a separate one again. 2, 4, 10. So we'll take another 9. Yes, we've got a lot of gold. Six. 5 is 11. As you can see, there's a bit more storage in these metal ones than what there is in the others. So, now get that done. Get rid of that. Take that and put it upstairs. I don't know if it'll fit. Let's put those in there. Yeah, we don't have these days very often, but when we do have them, it's best to have them done right away. Okay, that's cleaned all that up. That comes out of there and goes into here. So you can see I will make quite a bit of stuff for the jars because it does last a lot longer. Right, what have we got in here? Salt should be upstairs. And those, well, that was, I needed charcoal in a hurry, and consequently made a run of those because that's a sensible way for me to do it. So in only a matter of about an hour, I ended up with over 500. Okay, that goes down to there. That's where that lives. Stone goes into there because we'll use it again later. Yeah, we could probably put the rope in there because we're not using it. Okay. There. Put it up there. Bolts fall there. That's why we put the spare salt because that can take that one. And now what have we got left? Bits and pieces, so all that will have to be cooked up. Just gets it out of the way. That leaves all those bits. I don't want to make that at the moment. So that will be one. That's I shall put up here in the chemistry bench. Because it's where I might use it. No shit, here we go again. Happy? all those would be full of fish, but I've got so much stuff at the moment. I could probably feed Africa if I wanted to. Now, where were we? I won't be dodging these for long. I will get them out of the way eventually. Not a very exciting episode today. It's mainly just a clean up and a sort out to see if we can get things done. I can hear somebody attacking something. Jeez, they're all done already. See how quick it can be? That stuff will spoil that quick. There is a thing I can put on to stop it from spoiling. I thought I did have it, but maybe I don't have it. Okay. Not going that I need for pickled tomatoes. No, where was it? Strawberry jam. That's right. Need 5. So I suppose I could always go and make some jars. And kumara. I could actually take these out of here because they don't spoil. The wheat doesn't spoil. Let's put those in there for the moment. Okay, we need some more jars. And maybe some more cabinet space by the look of it. Flour. Yep. Some of the stuff I could either put a short cabinet up or put a large cabinet up. I think I'll put one of these here, and all the stuff that doesn't spoil like the extra salt and things, that can all go in here. Because it won't spoil. Alright. What else will go in there? We don't need all that. So we shall just put a few in there for making pastry and stuff. Extra salt in there, that can go in there. Now, all of this. Wait till I get something to put that in. This. Get that one out of the road. We're slowly getting there. Okay, that needs just that to do. And for now I'll just pop those in there because it's the easiest place to put them. And that leaves us only the two cabinets, which I will sort out probably offline, because I would say by now you're already thoroughly bored shitless because nothing's happening. Okay, take that, we'll take that. Let's see, put those in, and that's that out of the way. Let's go and run all our stuff away. That's it. We've had a clean up. Now, what we were going to do was get glass. Yep, we've got enough there. Oh shit. Idiot. Glass bottles. Let's do 20. Because I think 20 strawberry jam would be quite nice, don't you? We have berry jams, strawberry jams, all sorts of things. And we can also make honey mead, which is what we need these for. Why not? We've got the honey there, we might as well use it. And they can go making, oh, that's there. Let's go and do our strawberry jam. Keep looking at the wrong corner. Strawberry jam. Honey mead. We're going to have to, I might actually start growing some yeast. It's a lot easier than most of it. Ooh, yeah, we can make that too. Berry mix. Something else we can have. What are we short of? Why is that not making it? Oh, it is. Just switched itself off. Stupid. Thanks for doing a stupid thing like that. Okay, so we need strawberries. Guess what I've got in the fridge? I've still got strawberries here. So, I'm going to put some of those. What do you want? Those can go up in there. We'll go down, get our mead. All exciting stuff, eh? All this cooking and a hooking. And then, honey mead, we need honey. Surprisingly enough. Who would have thought it? Honey mead. 6 of those. Mix them there. 17. Yep. Right, so that's all done. Okay, and yes, we did get the feeder put in. So now all I need to do is I just grab a whole handful of meat or whatever to it. We can get some of these. We can get that. We can get that. That. All of that can go in. And hopefully... No, shit. That feeds the animals beautifully. It is getting down. And you can see that makes a special food for them, Omni food. And just you put anything in there, it'll turn it into food for them. I'll get some more because it looks as though they may need it. They have been working fairly hard, so it's not unusual. Okay. Got everything out, so what can we do? There, that can go in, that can go in. I think these fit, I just can't remember. Okay, how are we getting on with our honey mead? Where is our honey mead? Oh, there it is there. Try looking. Okay. Put the need up there with the bottles and the jars. That goes there. That gets destroyed. And let's go feed the hat. Oh, we've still got some of that left. And yeah, that'll look. That gets all the fridges full. So if there's anything else we can put into here. Well, it looks a lot, once this is all full, they will just continue on. We'll take one out. That'll keep it going. If you can fill it, once it's filled, it'll last a long time before you have to refill it again. But that's why I keep all the meat. Because even though I can no longer even imagine eating that much, it does at least have a use. So, where are we up to? Well, you can see how dim the lights are now, because we're pumping through everything. And that is just the furnace and these lights operating. Or the two freezers upstairs, of course. So it does take quite a bit of power to run this place, which is why it's best if you don't work through the night, like I've got a bad habit of doing, because like my ability to be directionally challenged, I also have no clue about time. So in general, I try to make things as difficult as possible, just by being myself and without even trying to screw it up. It's just a natural God-given talent that if it can be done wrong, I'll make damn sure that's the way it's done. So let's go quick sleepies because the batteries are running low. As you can see, we're down to 7,000. So we'll do a quick sleepies. That'll charge the batteries up. And give the power cells a chance to come back. Okay, all the lights down there should be nice and bright again. Fancy that. So, what are we going to do with this bloody lot? We don't really need that much leather, but if I want to keep building things and making things, it's handy to have around. But I seriously don't need that much. So I think I'll put those out of the way in there. Out of sight, out of mind. That's right. Old idiot Peaches left them up here, eh? Oh, did he? What did you do with them, idiot Peaches? Oh, you put them in there. Okay. We shall put that one. Down there. Can we get the other one in there without... Yeah, we should be able to get in there. That'll put all of that rubbish out of the way. And that'll clear it up. Okay. That. So that's all that done. That's all out of the way. Okay. I don't know if I can get one in there actually. Maybe it will. If we can, that means I can split that stuff up. No, not quite. No, well, it doesn't matter. Oh, that's where. I wish you wouldn't do that. You can maybe go down on there and stay there. That'll fill that one up. Okay. All we've got is unfinished ores. That can actually go outside. We'll just use the plain ones for that. Go in there. The obsidian. And go over here, because this is where I'm more likely to use it. We'll have to refine it, but at least it's there. Okay. There's that one. And those two. Okay. Poison shit upstairs. Because you don't carry that stuff around with you. Those we'll keep them spare, because if I go into a big mining run or resource run, we may need them. So I'll pop them down here in the meantime, and if we need to, they'll come in handy. And we're back to where we can see what the hell we're doing. Okay. Everything all done there. Everything all done here. That one not allocated yet, because that I've got a fair bit of titanium in there to be made, so it will actually come out of here. In fact, it's probably not a silly idea to do that now, rather than wait till later. Because there is quite a bit of it in there. In the furnace, I mean, so it will take up quite a bit of space. And that one can be reduced. And um, that doesn't look right. Platinum. Because there's not quite so much of that. Okay. My God, it's grown already. Okay. This could get a little bit serious. The wheat, of course, is not a problem. But these other vegetables can be. Okay. The flour doesn't spoil, so that's not a problem. Unfortunately, all this other stuff does. Ah, shit, wrong one. Alright, that closes that off. That destroyed. Oh, we'll leave that. Why not? Just to be different. Oh, that's everything. And what do we have in here? So, we'll put that there. Yeast was something that we needed to look at because it is actually a pain going around looking for it. So let's have a look and see if we can actually get some sent down. I mean, well, we're looking at it, aren't we? Duh. Right, have we got yeast here? I thought I saw, oh yes we have. And yes, I'm only spending within what we've actually made out of all of those. All of those seeds I've bought have been bought only with the exotics that we've actually mined. Well, the equivalent value of the exotics we've mined, because I did have Wren already there. So what we'll do is we'll probably do one more harvest here or something similar. And that is the reason for gathering the exotics and what have you, is that we can use the Wren to buy seeds. Now, most of the plants are actually on the planet, but not everything. that you need is actually in the same biome you're in. Or in this case, some of the plants may be on Olympus, but they're not in Styx. Or they may be in Styx and not in Prometheus. Or they'll be on Prometheus and not in the other two. So, yeah, to chase the exotics, build yourself a little bank account and have it readily available to make use of whenever you want it is the safe way to go. But of course all the older experienced players all know this, but I'm trying to offer a little bit of help and assistance, even with my bad memory and bad habits, to people who've never actually played Prometheus before, in the hope that it may help them. So all the Ren that you gather in your other games of Styx and Olympus, this is what you can save them for. It's good to have the stuff there, but one, what I do is normally O2 and water containers from the workshop, a good suit that's pretty all-round general purpose with a couple of boosters. You know, one that'll just overall general help, not actually specific help. A weapon of some kind, and tools. You know, reasonably good quality tools when you're advancing on to Prometheus. Now, of course, by the time most people get to play Prometheus, they're usually pretty well versed in what they're playing around with. So, yeah, it doesn't hurt to get a little bit of a help now and again. Oh, that's on the bench here. To get a little bit of help and get a head start, especially coming into here, because this ain't fun. I thought I had platinum in this one. Yes, I did. That's most of it. That brings it up to date. And you can use your exotics and your Ren and everything just to make your starts a little bit easier and get set up a little bit quicker. As you saw, we didn't have to do a hell of a lot here to get started. With just a couple of the basic stuff. It just helps out a bit because Prometheus can be a pain. I sometimes have quiet periods like now. Other times I'm getting mass attacked. 5 or 6 animals at once coming from different directions. And not just once, but time after time, one on top of the other. So Prometheus gets like that. Plus, the characters, of course, are different. You have all in the swamp biomes, all the poison ones, and everything there seems to have poison. In the volcanic biome, which will probably be our next adventure, now that we've got home base more or less settled, we can start going out and adventure. So I'll think on it and ponder over whether we are going to go to swamp biome or adventuring in the volcanic biome. The volcanic one is more fun, more dangerous, And you've got to have it a dying a little bit more often. So everything there is now finished. We can wipe that off. And I think I've got just about all the equipment. This can be changed into an electric one if I feel like it. But I don't really use biofuel that much. I stick with the biofuel lamp. Oh, that's actually a couple of things we could make, just for the fun of it. Yeah, why not? Oh, that's got to be made yet. The satellite upgrade. I don't know why it came up on that. Torches. Got nothing to do with torches. So why did it come up on that? Wall torch, yeah. Okay. Let's do things the hard way, shall we? Like the way it should be done. Tier 4. Of course, this is where you find out you haven't even opened it yet, you idiot. Assault rifle, that's relatively new. That and the submachine gun. That one, that's a special one. Yeah, uses a lot of ammo and not really worth the effort. I stick to the 3 mainstays. Okay, what we're going to do? Lightning rod here, we can put a lightning rod up. Right, charging station. Right, because that way you can have all your pretty lights. Right, lantern and a flashlight. So we'll make those 3. Right, for no other reason than we can make them. Right, so lantern, flashlight and charging station. The search button here is so bloody particular that you've got to have the exact wording before it'll even consider looking at it. So let's have charging station, battery powered lantern and the flashlight. Charging station. So we need glass, concrete mix. God knows why you need concrete for a charging station. And electronics. 8 concrete. Well, of course, copper wire and aluminium. Aluminium. Wire. You can never have too much wire. That can actually go up top because I use that for making fertiliser. So it doesn't go wasted. Glass and electronics. I thought. Oh, that's right. Yeah, well. Just to get one thing done, you've got to mess about so much. When you're quite ready, guys. Hopefully that's all. Oh, that's right, bloody glass. What do you mean, 10? Oh, you've got that. Glass, 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 glass. Alright, where did I have some spare silicon? Isn't it amazing how everything works out so well? Okay. How much glass did I need? Oh, I only needed 6. Jesus, I had enough over there. Okay. Charging station 1. Torch. One of the problems, of course, is that you can't charge up the torch while you're charging up the lantern. I knew you'd come around the moment I turned my back. Bloody amazing, isn't it? The moment you turn around, they think they can take advantage of you. Okay, where'd we get up to? Oh, we have a charging station. Now, we want the torch, so we need 2 of those. And we need some more. Of course we need some more. Why wouldn't you need epoxy? I'm sure I've got epoxy hanging around in other places as well, because I know it's spread all over the place. I never seem to be able to keep track of it. Thought you were smart, didn't you? See what I mean? Bloody gang attacks. This is not really nice, guys. God, here's another one. There. You happy now? God, things you've got to bloody do just to keep these buggers amused. Yeah, you still think it's a good idea? This is what it's like at least twice a day, sometimes 3 times a day. You get mass attacks like this non-stop. So it can be quite entertaining. Or bloody annoying, depending on how you want to look at it. Right, get out of the way. Come on. Get out of the way. Oh. What do I got in here? Those going. Oh. I did want some more of this design. I suppose there's always that. Now, we can go up here because bacon I will not give the horse. The horse should not have bacon. It's not allowed. And we shall get all this underway. Did I actually set that going? Or did I not? Seriously, guys. That can all be there. That needs okay. And we don't need to make any pies at the moment. So that was that leave us. That's been done. That's all right. That's all right. Okay. Put the honey back in there. All that shit. That in there. The tin glass can go in there. All we need, we were just waiting for epoxy, which we should have plenty of it now. That gets our torch. So we've got a torch. We've got that. Now, the torches, there's some people like it, some people don't. Okay, and the other one was the lantern. The lantern, yeah, is okay. I'm only making them because I can. I'm not quite sure which one I like the most, actually. Okay. Let's get the power thingy. Where shall we put it? By the door is where I normally do it. But it doesn't necessarily have to be there. I could tuck it in there. Is there a... Or I could just put it in here. Yeah, I could just, it's just sit in there because there's a nice convenient electrical point there. And being lazy is better than being accurate. Okay. So, you can use it to switch it on and off. One slot. Right, so you can only charge one of these at a time. And let's put the lantern in here that we normally use, just so it can charge up. And let's have a look. Now you see a brighter, whiter light. Right, more coverage. Very good for cave work. But if you want to change it, you can have a focus light. Right. When I do take the electrical ones with me, I take one on, I'll take the torch in the 0 slot or the 9 slot, depending on what's going on. Actually, I'll put that in there too because I don't use it that often. So I would normally put that in one of these slots here, and then if I need it, I can just have a look around the cave wherever I want to go rather than having it fixed. And that leaves this one, and these last quite reasonably long time, so they're quite bright. They're very good. I'll actually continue to use those now and make the other one redundant, but just because I've got it and I can use it. The only thing is, of course, if you happen to go to the volcanic biome or one of the other biomes and you don't have a charger there or you don't have electricity there, of course you're stuck. But it doesn't really matter because most of the stuff, especially the volcanic biome, the way I've started setting up there and using the machining bench rather than just a work table, I can actually make most of the stuff anyway. Not all of it, but enough of it. Okay, so that just about covers us for today. We've done quite a bit. You can see how well that lights up. And what I'm going to do is do a final clear out here. That will give us enough stuff to keep us fed for so long that I think I could probably play for the next 10 years. And not have to worry about anything. So, I'm going to undo the garden. Because we really don't need all this stuff now. We've got so much of it. And yes, I know it wasted some, but well, a little bit of waste never killed you. But that's all set up that if we ever do need it and we've got seeds up there that we want to use, we can just go ahead and do it all. Okay, wax. Wax can come in handy to add to timber. Alright, so that. What are we going to do with all these? Well, hopefully, I don't think I've got any space left in either freezer, so I'm not even going to try and fill it up. We shall see. Yeah, that's fully topped up. They are fully topped up. Let's take them out. and put them in because they're far more fun. Anything else? Any other meat in there? Kumara. Bread. Fish. Let's take the fish out. Those in. All the rest of the stuff I think can pretty well go into feeding the animals. Oh Christ, look, he's back. No, you can bloody stay there. I'm not getting my feet wet at this time of night. Not even if you've got the best of intentions. Yeah, that'll add a bit of mix. A bit of mix there. Keep all that going. So, with that, thank you very much everyone for being here. We're going to call it a night, and I think our next adventure will be returning to the volcanic area now that all of our supplies are now settled, which is the reason for the bottling, because we don't have to take spoiled food. So you see, I'm not completely done. There is one other thing that sometimes is worth looking at as far as that biome goes. Well, there's several other things you could do. These are handy to have. Alright. You can see that it stores power. Right. And you can put it in the cave and keep it in the cave. Now, the backpack is quite handy to have. You can make use of it. But there is another one here, if I can find it. It might be on one of the other, might be tier 3. Because, you know, memory. Memory's actually a thing. Especially when you don't have it. Let's see. I don't make it very often. Oh, there it is. Okay. This you can fill that up with water. Right, it stores 50,000. And you can carry that with you. Which is a handy little thing to have. Because as you saw over there, there's not a lot of water. But fortunately, that's why we set by the lake. So while I opened it, I won't actually be taking one. This is also good for storage. Right. You can put that up. It stores 150,000. And you can get that filled up with a biofuel water pump or electric water pump, whatever you want to use. Okay. Next. Tools. I was going to look. Oh, I've done the obsidian. That's what I've got to make yet. Although my suit's pretty good. And miasmic tools. So miasmic tools are also handy to have. They are very, very good. And there's the composites, titaniums. miasmic stuff is quite good. They give you benefits. Right. And especially if you get attacked. What else? Titanium. Where's the obsidian? I can't remember where the obsidian was. I think it's tier 3. Coal, steel, aluminium. Oh, that's a new one I haven't seen before. Could be interesting, but that's we don't need that obsidian. I thought, where's the obsidian? Have I gone nuts again? Probably. Cured leather. I thought it was tier 4. Platinum. Not way down at tier 2, surely. It bloody well is. Oh. So each of them has different benefits. The miasmic one I like to make. They're always fun. And some of these, oh, that's what I've got to do. The last thing. So I don't think I've finished gardening yet. Because the two that's right, I wanted yeast. And the flowers. So we will go and yeah. Them for medicine and stuff. Because I've got no medicines made. And that's the next thing. So that's probably what we'll do next time and have a bit of an adventure with other stuff. Yeah, these are the lights I was talking about, the work lamps. As you can see, that one single light is enough to illuminate this whole room. So very well worth getting and using. And that will be it for the day, I think. Otherwise I'll start rambling again. So thank you very much everyone for being here. Most appreciated. And hopefully we'll see you in our next little journey where we will do our medications and get ready for that place over there.